Hello, Soul Family. It's your girl, Kenzie, and I am back for another daily message. This is the daily message for Tuesday, 9/28. Y'all, I meditated today, and it was so changing and prophetic. And like, what I'm channeling today is just so dope and deep. So I'm about to go deep, y'all. I hope y'all ready. We're going to kind of piggyback off of yesterday's. We talked about being in the Empress energy, giving birth. I heard you're giving birth to your new self. So not only are you giving birth to a new idea, a new business venture, a new mindset, a new way of living, a new life, you are giving birth to a new you. And that new you is going to be the one that's going to manifest this new life, this new business, this new venture, because you cannot manifest it as your old self. Your ego is an illusion that is attached to your false self. You're not that person anymore. No, you're not. It's not real because your false self is not real. Right? Are you willing to be made new? Your ego is leaving you in this hangman energy. Your ego is what has left you stuck. Your ego is what keeps you stuck. Your ego is what talks you out of doing things that your new self would do. Your ego is what talks you out of doing things that your future self would do. Because you cannot manifest a new life in your old self. You cannot manifest a new life in your old skin. You cannot manifest a new self in your old paradigms, in your old belief system. It's time to call judgment and break them down. There's a tower that needs to be had. There's a tower that may be being had now or has already been had recently that's going to break down this hangman energy that is attached to your ego. Your ego is an illusion that is attached to your false self. So let's talk about the false self, right? Let's talk about that. So we have the Hierophant on the board. The Hierophant represents tradition, convention, marriage. So I'm getting that this Hierophant is maybe your parents or traditional family values that you were raised on. They have to go. Yeah, they have to go. And not that there's anything wrong with them because they served you at one time, but they no longer serve you anymore because you're giving birth to a new self. You are no longer that person. And you know, sometimes our parents just didn't know any better. They did the best they could for that time, but those mind frames no longer serve you now. There's things that your parents told you that just are not true anymore. They do not serve you anymore. Mindsets that do not serve you anymore. You are giving birth to a new life. You're giving birth to a new self. Essentially, you are becoming a mother. You are becoming a mother. You are giving birth to a new self. So you are becoming a mother. You are becoming your own mother. It's time to reparent yourself. It's time to reprogram yourself. It's time to change what you were taught growing up. It's time to reteach yourself. You are both the teacher and the student to yourself now. Y'all not ready for this? Your ego is going to always keep you in this hangman energy. Your ego is going to always keep you in this hangman energy. It's time to get in hermit mode, Virgo energy. It's time to get in hermit mode so that you can reprogram yourself. You cannot reprogram yourself around these old people that have these old mindsets. It's time to connect with like-minded individuals, your soul family, your new family that is being attracted as you vibrate and as you reach your new self. Your ego is an illusion that keeps you tied to your false self. Ignorance is no longer bliss. Ignorance will no longer serve you. It may have served you then. It does not serve you now. In order to reach this peace, you need to kill the ego. You have to get to know your new self. You have to get to know your new self. That's why it's good to spend time in nature. Mother Nature is now your mother. Ooh, y'all not ready. Y'all not ready. You're giving birth to a new self. You are now your mother. You will never be the same. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking at my notes. You're not the person you used to be. Mothers are never the same after giving birth as they were before. So once you give birth to this new self, you cannot be the same. It's a new you. You're getting out of this hangman energy that is your ego that will always leave you stuck. Your ego is attached to your old self. It's hard to admit that some of the things we were taught growing up are just not true. It's hard to admit that, right? But we have to admit that so that we can become our best selves, right? Our best selves are the us that's breaking out of the matrix, that's breaking out of what we were taught, that's breaking out of the conventions and the structures that we were taught growing up that have left us in this hangman energy, that have left us bound, that have left us unhappy, that will keep us unhappy if we continue in this cycle. We got to break out of this cycle. We are not only giving birth to new ideas, we are not only giving birth to new business ventures, we are giving birth to a new self. Y'all not ready. I'm done, y'all. That's all I got for today. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.